like, and subscribe.
Everybody, you're welcome to another episode of the Christian Clinic. I hope we have a wonderful week. The last week that I was in board to give us some discussion about how to keep up with the Christian race. I am Ifeoluwanimi Aderisola, your usual host. I am welcome to the Christian Clinic again. I hope you're blessed with the last video we made. And if you're just watching this our channel for the first time, this is the Christian Clinic. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel, like, comment, everything is welcome. Share, importantly, that's also welcome. And if you're wondering what we do here, you can just scroll down to the first video. You get the introduction to everything that the Christian Clinic is all about. And last week, let me quickly give us a recap. My usual way, I like to give recaps of whatever had happened on this channel. So previously we spoke about who and what being a Christian entails, who a Christian is, what being a Christian entails. And last week we particularly spoke about love is the greatest, or on loving one another. So, and we had a lot of discussion about that. In fact, people contacted me on that. Thanks everyone for your comments, for the share, for everything. And I usually say at the end of my videos that if you have a question, a comment, anything is welcome. So you could just put it at the comment section of the video. And last week we got some comments which I would like to discuss. I would like to talk about some comments, and I'll read it out for us. So it's for us to just get along. And this person was talking about the Christian love, the love that Jesus Christ had for us, and telling us that even the scripture made us understand that the propelling force to love, in fact the propelling force to soul winning is love itself. And I made mention of that in my video, that for you to even love somebody enough to go and preach, for not allowing the person to perish, you have to love the person first. There's this lot of things that love encompasses that is above like all these. And I was talking about the fruit of the spirit and made mention of that. And in addition to this, I would like to say today that that person's discussion, I said I would like to add that we are not supposed to love because we are receiving love in return. That even when the love that we are giving out is not being reciprocated, we are still supposed to love. So you will not be waiting for me to love you before you love me. It is supposed to be, there's even, I told you, there's even amount of love that you show to somebody that would make the person want to change. That is one. And two, I made mention of the scriptures that say that even when we yet sinners, Christ loved us and gave his life for us. That is the greatest. Even when you were not born, even when you does not know the kind of sin you're going to commit, armed robbery, name it, fornication, adultery, he died for us. Like, this is like somebody is giving you an advance check for anything that you are going to do. Just there's accommodation. Do it. And that's all about last week. No, don't let me waste our time on that. This week is going to be interesting. It's why I'm laughing. I've been laughing since, and you're not even getting why I'm laughing. The joy of the Lord is supposed to be our strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And today is hey. Let me show you very well. Like, you're not seeing it. Let me shift. You see, there's an extra chair beside me. This chair is not for fashion. Hey, it's not for fashion. No. Prepare your mind, because on this episode this week we are having a guest. This is not our usual episode. We talked about giving your life to Christ. We talk about who a Christian is. We talk about how a Christian should love. The Christian aspect of loving each other, loving one another, loving everybody, loving your neighbor as yourself. This week, let me make way and clear way. We are going to be talking about unforgiveness, or forgiving others, and we are having a guest in that regard. Make way, prepare. All right, our guest is coming now. We'll talk about the person of the Christian writer. Please, let's welcome the Christian writer. The Christian writer. Hello. Hey. Hey, the Christian writer is there.
In the Christian clinic.
You know, the Christian writer is in the Christian clinic. And that's very, very wonderful. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Please, can you please introduce yourself to my
Hi everyone. Hi guys. I am the Christian writer, she has said, but that's not my real name. And I don't know why she's being formal because she's my sister.
We're on here.
Okay. I'm Inyolua Ademwagu. I'm popularly known as the Christian writer. Or should I say that? But a lot of people have different ways of describing me, and I say many things to different people in many ways. But most importantly, all they are a child of God. Yeah. So
you're a Christian. We talk about
Christians. Okay, so you can also call me Pia, and my pen name is In Ink.
You know,
but on my social media, on my social media platform, IG to be precise, I'm known as the Christian writer.
Yeah, the Christian writer is here. In Ink, Pia, or Pia. I call her Pia. As the case may be, you're welcome once again to the Christian Clinic with Ifeoluwa Sola.
Thank you.
The Christian doctor.
Yes.
Abby. Alright, and she's going to be helping us do justice to the concept of unforgiving others or forgiveness, because we talk about love. Now, you know, it takes love to forgive.
Yes.
So it's a continuation. I do tell you, this is a continuation from that series of who a Christian is. So this episode we're talking about forgiveness. That's a deep word. Forgiveness.
Yes, forgiveness.
So, let's start by asking this is like a question and answer forum, a discussion. Yeah, a discussion. So we're going to be talking about I'm going to be giving some questions out for her to answer, you know, to shed light, to hear her own opinions of how you should forgive others and why you should forgive others and why some people don't even forgive. Like, you know, that's it. So the first question is, now, what is your conception about forgiveness? The word forgiveness.
Okay. For forgiveness to come into the equation, I believe that somebody must have hurt you.
Yeah, offended you. Okay, then you must feel offended.
Yes.
And you know, the first thing I would even like to say about that is it takes two.
Yes, it's not.
Even if you're like you offended yourself, it still takes two. You and yourself to offend yourself. Yeah. So the concept of, you know, hurting and forgiveness comes from the first thing, which there must be an offense, and it takes two. Even if we say you offended yourself, it still takes two. You and your inner mind, you and your spirit. You know, human being, we are not only this person, we are composed of, you know, the spirit, the spiritual part, the physical, and others. So it still takes two. Tango.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, so she said some things, and I just made mention that for you to want to forgive somebody, that means there must have been an offense or something that the person has done to you. So from my own point of view, I just feel like forgiveness is pardoning you for that thing, like not counting it against you.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
that's what I
So
feel
now,
like
if you offend me,
I used to offend you.
it is not that I will not keep it in the man and do like this.
Next
time. In fact, we like to do it 3 times. I must revenge. No, it is not revenge, you know, whatever somebody has done to you, it is forgiving. No, let us use the word forgiving again. Let's use the word pardon. You know, pardoning somebody.
Like letting go.
Is there an English word like pardon? Pardoning?
You said it already.
Hey, alright, you know, that's it, you know. Giving pardon or granting pardon. Even the government does that, you know. For people that are in jail, they tell you that you know, prerogative of mercy. Is that what prerogative of mercy is?
I don't. Let's continue.
To pardon somebody for whatever the person has done to
like
you.
Just letting go.
Letting go, yes. Freeing your mind, freeing the person.
Exactly.
All right.
Because forgiveness
Thank you, you know.
It's heavy.
Forgiveness is heavy, it's a serious thing. So, you know, we have these jottings about this thing, so I'm sorry about that. If you're the first, you have to pick it. So now we've established that what forgiveness means is forgiving, granting pardon, letting go of whatever somebody has done to you. That is one. Now, I want to ask on this now. Like, why do people choose not to forgive? You know, it's a deep thing. When somebody, you know, some people be like, me will never ever damage.
But
Oh, do me, go me, will never. And you know, the Lord Jesus Christ or our Father in heaven, like, is this, you know, we've known him to be this merciful God, all benevolent, and whatever you might have done, if you can just come to the throne of mercy to say, God, I am sorry for this sin, is faithful and just to forgive us that particular sin. You know, whatever, you know, we have seen murderers become preachers of God.
Yes.
So if God can, God, I believe, to me, you just said no sin is greater than another. But for me, I used to count murder as the highest of all sins because that's involved thinking of life.
You know, like your mind must be big though.
Yeah. So if God can forgive somebody that have murdered, then who are you not to forgive somebody that have offended you, no matter what it is, you know? So why do you think people choose not to forgive?
Okay, I feel like people do not really understand the concept of forgiveness, and forgiveness is not only focusing on that person because you're the one carrying the weight. Okay, I want to say forgiveness, forgiving somebody. Okay, let's say for instance now we're fighting and you don't even know if you've offended me.
All right.
And I'm carrying the odds around. I'm saying she's my sister, she did something to me and I'm not happy about it. Carrying the weight and thinking about it, that means every time I see her, I'm not always happy. I'm always like, what is doing now? Why is she happy? And all, it's like heavy on me. So somebody has to understand that not forgiving somebody is hurtful to yourself. Unforgiveness is hurtful to yourself.
That is even linked to a question I would like to, chip in. The earthwise effect, because they've been listening that there's some earthwise effects. Because now you're making us know that it's always in your mind. You know, when you see the person, the first thing that comes to your mind is that it, and it has an, earthwise effect on somebody. So that is why I'm even saying like that earthwise, because I have it written down here, like the earthwise effect of not forgiving others. It's beyond you alone. If you think that you just hate somebody, it's in your mind. It's eating deep. In fact, science proves that there are some hormones that are being triggered when you are angry towards somebody, and when you are hateful towards somebody. There are some negative energies.
Resentment.
Yes, that it
will even affect your whatever you are doing.
Everything. So if you think that forgiveness, if I there's even a story of this father and son, like it goes beyond, it's far beyond you alone. If there are some blessings that have been detained when you don't forgive, you think it's just you think it's just I don't want to forgive him, I don't want to see him again ever in my life. It is way beyond that. There are some blessings that are being tied down, and you need to go through the stress. I call it a stress. You need some energy to forgive. When you go through that stress, and you clear your mind, you rid your mind of every negative energy, and some blessings that are being released in that aspect. All right. There's another question I would like to ask now, and that one is now we're moving to the concept of forgive and forget. That is
I'm somebody there that it took so long for me to like convince the person that forgive and forget is possible.
Really?
No, possible now.
Okay, no. Some people will be like, I'm forgiving you, but I can never. You see that by face. I can never ever. I can never ever forget. No, I think you're misunderstanding what forgetting is. So can you please shed more light on the concept of forgive and forget?
Okay. Thank you for that question. Okay. Based on my own understanding, I feel like forgiving and forgetting does not really mean that your memory has gone off that offense
or
that somebody has
done
to you.
Okay.
It just means that you're not counting it against the person, and that you've forgotten that incident might have occurred. But it's not that you do not remember, because you have to learn from every mistake that is being done to you. You have to pick lessons, pick values. It's not that somebody will offend you now. Forgive the person, forget it. But when next that you're having a dealing with that person, you just have to be careful.
You have to be careful.
So forgiving and forgetting is not that you're like, I will not forget. It's always, it will be in your head now.
So what you're trying to tell us is that forgetting now, it is not you removing it totally out of your memory. It is you choosing to pardon and let go, and not counting it against the person. It's not as if getting it out of your mind.
Yes.
It is you not saying next time, she both
See
she
your
read for me,
memory.
meaning, this person have done this thing to me before now. You know, it is not you bringing back that incident that have occurred. It is you deciding to let go of that incident that have occurred, not bringing it back to. You know, it is you not not recounting it again. You know, when you forget, when you forgive, like forgive it. It's not you forgetting. You forgetting in the sense of not recounting, not you forgetting in the sense of wiping it out of your memory. Thank you for shedding more light in that.
Thank
you know,
you.
I hope you're enjoying
Definitely.
yourself. So now, you know, we are backing it up with the Bible verse Matthew 18 verse 2. Can you please go to Matthew 18 verse 2 for us? Yeah, verse 22. Sorry, Matthew 18 22.
So I'm going to just start reading from 21. Okay. Then Peter came to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times. And Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee unto 7 times, but unto 70 times 7 times.
Please repeat that 70.
70 times 7 times.
So
I think,
and I don't think there's somebody on earth that have offended you 70 times 7 times.
70 times 7. And it's not like for the total stay. I think it's for 1 day.
For 1 day, oh. Yeah.
So I can't just keep
offending. How many minutes do we have in a day that somebody will offend you 70 times 7 times? All right, let's 70 times 7.
490 times. No, you can't. Nobody can
offend you. That way, I think the Lord Jesus Christ was trying to explain that whatever you have to keep on forgiving. You have to learn it. I think we have to. It is not just doing it. We have to learn it, inculcate it. You know, turn it to an habit that you cannot go to bed. I think it's a part of the scripture. I even said that don't allow the sun to go down with you having hatred or anger towards somebody in your mind.
And I also want to add that Matthew 16 verse 15 says, but if you do not forgive others, if you are nurturing hurt, anger, hatred, it interferes in your relationship with God, then your Father will not forgive you.
Yes. Like so our Father in heaven, Father will not forgive us of our trespasses if we don't forgive others.
And I also stress that it will interfere in your relationship with God. God is so particular about forgiving. It says the Lord's Prayer said,
forgive us
our sins
as we forgive others of their trespasses. It is the way life.
As Lord is forgiving us, we have to also keep forgiving others.
Yes. Now let's go to our last question now. Now I think it is it should be, what is your advice on how one can forgive others? You know, so people even said I'm offending myself, like they cannot even forgive themselves. It means nothing. You have to forgive yourself before you can even forgive others. Some people offend themselves. So how are you going to?
Like,
what's your advice now? Yes, on how somebody should forgive. You know, people are finding it difficult out there to forgive others. Okay. So what is your advice on those people that find difficult to forgive others, to forgive themselves? How do we go about this forgiveness?
So I'm just going to stress on an experience I had personally. Okay. So there was this time. This might look so minute. So there was this time that I wrote something on my story, on my WhatsApp story, that I felt like would bless somebody, and a very close friend of mine reposted that same thing, and I think she blocked me from it and didn't give me credit for the work.
Okay, somebody posted your work.
Yes.
And made it as if it is the person's work.
And blocked me. I was like, no, if it's that the person did not block me, it will not, hurt me.
To as if it's reposted for you.
Yes. You just be like, I was like, thank you for sharing and all. But the person blocked me. And another person that I knew that had that person's number now posted what the person posted. I'm like, I didn't see this. So like I was keeping that. I did not tell the person because I felt like why would she block me? Why? Then later I found that I started affecting my relationship with that person. We're no longer free, and along with my relationship with that person, it was actually affecting my relationship with God. Like I was so heavy. I was feeling so I feel like to start by forgiving is understanding that your relationship with God is paramount, and anything that can affect it is something that you should let go
And
of.
it's to even hurt yourself. You start by hurting yourself, because now what you've just said, the person
Did
is
not even
defending
know.
you, but does not even know you're hungry. So okay, now the bottom line is we should go to the Holy Spirit. Now I told you the same thing with loving others. This cannot be. It's like it takes more than you yourself. It takes the Holy Spirit to help us.
Self
You know,
cannot even
if you
forgive.
want to forgive truly, you go to
Self
God.
cannot
There are some things that some people do to you in this life that like
It will pain you.
it takes only the grace of God. No, it is the truth. There's some things that people do to you in this life that you yourself, you know that this person has really hurt my spirit, and you have to go to God. No, it's heavy. You have to go to God. God, please remove. You know, the Holy Spirit heals us. It helps us to, you know, heal that process. Just gradually, you know, you are letting go. You are releasing it off your mind. I have my own times too that like so people have done things to me. So I'm not a saint in this thing. Not even once.
And
I can recount
there must
two.
be somebody that has offended you
Like,
deeply.
This person really hurt my spirit.
So
There's
today,
something-
forgive that person.
No, I have done. Definitely, no. It took me time to do that, but I have let go of everything. Like, you know, when this really happened, because I didn't even offend this person. You know, when you don't even offend somebody and the person decides to just do something that will hurt your name, affected me really, and it took me time to actually forgive. That was my university days, and one was in my childhood. And now, to God be the glory, I've actually forgiven.
How come
and
I don't know about it?
let's go.
I'm your sister now.
You know, I had to take it to God. You know, listen to messages and take it to God. God, please take this thing out of my mind. God, please release. You know, free me out of this hatred. Free me out of this thing. And you know, back in my mind, I always added that.
Hatred. Unforgiveness can lead
To hatred. So, you know, I always had that I'm going to revenge. My best. That thing I was always my mind. I'm going to revenge. But then after listening to a message, I took it to God. God, please free me of this hatred. Free me of this revenge. You know, God, please help me to forgive. And gradually, you know, when I say the person, I just smile. Like, we give God the glory. You know, I have not forgotten. Yes.
That's
To
it.
prevent
But you're not
future, but I'm not
counting it.
counting it against such a person
Against the
again.
person.
All right, you know, thank you for helping us do justice to this forgiveness.
I hope that I cried.
In fact, kudos to you. You know, I really enjoyed myself on today's episode of Forgiving.
You'll be bringing me all the time.
Yeah, no, sure now. You know, subsequently you'll be seeing this Christian writer face, and we are going to be doing justice. It's not just going to be my face alone, and you know, some people will be helping me here to like do justice to some topics that we are going to have. And if God is permitting us, we'll be bringing big people. Not only Christian writer, you know. She's a big person, you don't. But then, you know, God will prepare us to bring other Christians and other people to do justice to different topic. Thank you for joining us. And if you are not satisfied with the way we've dealt with this as usual, you can leave it in the comment section. You know, we are going to be discussing it, making reference and recourse to it before we bring on the next topic or before. And again, if you're having anything, any question, anything bothering your mind that you feel you need to bring to the clinic, to bring, you know, to the Christian doctor.
Hey.
So you can, you know, put it down in the comment section, and if you know that it is not something that you want to put down in the comment section, you can contact me on my personal line 08109647600. If you want me to leave it in the comment section, I'll do that. You can contact me there, and we can discuss. You know, we can discuss on how you can heal yourself. That is also my WhatsApp number. If you don't want to call, you can leave a message on WhatsApp at 08109647600. Please don't forget to follow the Christian Writer on our Instagram page as the Christian Writer. And you know, there's some wonderful things that you are going to meet on that page. There's some wonderful encounter. In fact,
it must bless your life.
It must bless your life.
You don't have a choice.
Hey,
don't forget to click the subscribe button. Because if you don't,
click and hit it.
If you don't,
hey, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, The Christian Clinic. Like, leave your comments, share, thumbs up for us.
Share with your friends. Share the gospel with them.
And don't forget, This is Ifeoluwa Nimi Aderinsola, and this is Inioluwa Ademuakun on the Christian Clinic, here talking to you. Until our next time, may the grace and the peace of the Lord be with us all. We love you.
We love you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching.